sœurs, namasté. Aujourd'hui, j'ai l'immense plaisir de vous présenter un chanteur de reggae originaire de la Dominique. Je l'ai rencontré pour la première fois, c'était en février dernier, ici même, au village Ambessa. C'était lors de la célébration de l'anniversaire de Robert Nesta Marley. Je l'ai tout de suite apprécié, car il a vraiment toutes les qualités que j'aime retrouver chez un artiste, et il a eu la gentillesse de nous accorder une interview. Donc on le découvre tout de suite sans plus attendre. Check it out. Greetings, my
Greetings,
brother.
bro.
Can you introduce yourself for those who don't know you yet?
Most definitely. I am Silk Asara, definitely named Hubert Derry Lewis by my mother and father.
Right.
Yes.
At what age did you start in music? And what musical instrument do you play?
Well, I play the music guitar. I play guitar as one of my specific instruments. I kind of experiment with other instruments like piano and so on, yes, and bass. But I started from a tender age, about 17.
Okay,
Yeah, I started really getting into music.
Oh, you started
But
early. Okay.
yeah, I was always into music though, with a family who's music oriented. My grandfather, a jazz musician,
All right.
from the band Blue Wonders back in the day, England. And so my uncles were always taking me to church with my parents, and so they played the guitars and pianos for the audience. So I was most times, with my uncles behind the piano, learning a few chords.
So you always been surrounded
By music.
by music. Okay.
Yes, and musicians.
Okay, so what is your process of creation? I mean, what are your sources of artistic inspiration, and what is your favorite tools for creating?
Well, guitar definitely is one of my favorite tool. My voice as one of my main instruments, as well as the guitar. And to tell you the truth, the inspiration comes from the Almighty, and creation.
Bless.
All of the creation and the experience in creation, through human beings, particularly through nature, the plants, as you can see, the animals. All of these things are inspiration.
So it comes naturally.
Naturally.
What is the message you want to convey through the music?
The message is mainly love and light. I try to share love of the Almighty and light of the Almighty as well. Light meaning clarification, basically, of certain things. I also think that the message, I would like my message to mean some form of liberty to some people, some form of inspiration as well to others,
Right.
and motivation, and it's really love and light. The fundamental of it, it's love and light.
Okay, blessed love, my brother. What does reggae music mean to you? Do you think reggae is different from other styles of music? If yes, why?
Reggae it means a lot to me. It really means a lot to a Rasta, to a culture man, not just Rasta, but to culture people who know culture. And what message I think it conveys is really a message which is broad, which speaks to the people and the situations that we go through as a people, specifically as a nation who goes through sufferation or, political issues or, those kind of things. I think it speaks to the relevant issues. So reggae is really an international, I think it crosses international borders.
All right. So, being from Dominica, can you tell us what place reggae and Rasta culture have there?
Well, Dominica has a very strong Rasta culture and reggae. Reggae is one of probably the second, popular music in Dominica, apart from Bouillon, and Cadas, of course. So it might be the third popular music in Dominica, reggae music. So, and it has quite a big influence. We have artists such as Nasio Fountain, who's one of the biggest, in my opinion. Excuse me,
legend,
but he's one of the biggest thing in reggae music presently.
Yep.
So, Dominica definitely is quite keen on the reggae and the roots and Rastafari. I think it's a culture that we embrace quite a bit.
Okay, nice. I need to go there to discover this land, my
You have to come.
Yeah, man.
You have to come. Plenty of water, plenty of nature.
Yes.
You know, it's plenty of good people. You know, good vibe. You know, we share.
So we are currently going through an unprecedented crisis.
True.
As an artist, how do you manage to deal with this situation?
Well, tell you the truth, I stay connected to nature. One of the most important aspects, I think, that really helps me to not forget that situation, but to really manage, you know, the situation, because it can be a stressful situation with the different laws and different curfews and different, you know,
Right.
restrictions that they're putting on people
Got you.
presently, par rapport à COVID-19 et tout ça. I think also nature is what helps us to really reconnect, you know, to ourselves, to what's
reality.
true, reality.
Yeah, man. Yes.
You know, takes us away from all of these things that are going on in the system. So, yoga is also something I'm a professor, a yoga professor.
Right.
So daily I do yoga, and I teach yoga to other people, you know, share the experience to those who are interested, and seem to help, you know, seem to really help us to
Right.
get in within ourselves, you know, and to stay healthy
Man. Yes.
and active. Yeah.
All right. To preserve ourselves is
Exactly.
is most
And
important.
definitely
Yeah, man.
eating well, you know, is one of the key things too, I must add. You know, eating natural foods.
Vital food.
Yeah, you know.
Yes. It's time to come back to fundamental way of life.
Yes,
Way
bro.
of living.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe it will help us to overcome, you know, certain situations like this,
All right.
to be healthy.
Yeah. Man. I imagine that music is your first passion, and that you devote most of your time to it. What others activity do you do?
I love to garden, you know.
Garden.
You know, tell the truth.
Okay.
I think it's part of my life. It might be my first passion too, you know. I love to eat good, you know. I love to treat my body well. I would like to live as long as I can, to be able to learn as much as I can learn, you know, and share my knowledge with human beings and the generations to come. So food, you know, is one of the activities I get myself involved in, you know, planting enough food,
Yes.
naturally,
Yeah, man.
you
That's a
know,
good thing.
and other activities, like what do I do? Well, I just...
So you do music, yoga, sport,
yeah,
maybe?
well, yoga is pretty much, and my gardening is my sport.
Garden.
You know.
Yeah, yes.
Tell the truth, every time I lift up the hoop
Yeah,
and I bring
man.
it down, man, and I pull it,
Yes,
it's
yes.
a vibe, you know. Every time I stoop, I bend, and I lift. And I always do these things consciously. So it's like yoga. It really helps us to tone our muscle, tone our body, you know, to stay in form, stay in shape, you know, stay healthy.
All of these activities are linked up.
Yeah, definitely,
All right.
definitely.
For those who haven't seen you on stage yet, can you explain what a Silk Asara show looks like?
Oh wow! It's not impossible to explain or to give an expression of, right? But I think it would be better if someone would have to come to a concert of mine to really experience it. But I can actually give you a little sample of something, like, for instance, this tune. I love this song. It goes like this. And though it seems as if I can't go on, yeah, yeah, and if I the strength, oh yes, to carry on, I know you gotta hold my hand, you gotta let me strong. Though I am a man, I'll obey a command. Ask and you bless, while I meditate, I shall sing my request. Oh yeah, yeah. And if I should play those drums, I would have played it all around. Hey. If I should play those guitars, yeah, play for the whole world to hear me now. If I should sing those songs, yeah, sing them all around, oh Lord. If I should be no stranger, I would have be almost everywhere.
Blessed love, my brother.
A vibe like that,
Beautiful.
you know? Yeah, man.
Nice and slow. Yeah, man.
Positive.
Can you tell us what are your upcoming projects? Because I know you are an artist, always in activity.
Definitely,
you know?
bro. I've got a few projects, in the upcoming. I got 2 albums on the way.
Okay.
I've already begun to release one. It's called Motivation. I've released the first song.
Beautiful one.
Yeah, a demo.
Yeah.
It's online, Facebook. Not yet YouTube. The YouTube version will be out in a few weeks.
In a few weeks.
Yeah.
All right.
Right
Soon.
now, for now, we have the Facebook
We
version.
can't wait. Yeah, man.
It's more acoustic, just me and the piano.
Oh,
Yeah, and I've got, so Motivation is one project. It's an album of 9 songs. There's also another project called Finally. It's a reggae album.
all right. Okay.
So Motivation is not a reggae album.
Oh, okay.
Motivation is more like a soul. Yeah, soul
little
blues,
bit more. Okay.
reggae blues, soul.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving us this interview, Silk Asara.
And I thank you for having me.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely. my
Blessed
friend.
love. Do you have a last word to say to your audience?
Definitely, man. Stay strong, stay healthy, stay prayed up, stay blessed, stay connected to nature. Very important.
Connected to nature, it's very important,
Yeah,
my
man.
brother. Yeah.
Especially in these times, Yeah, man, stay connected to the Creator. Yes, as creation, it's important that we have a connection to our Creator.
Jah Rastafari. Blessed love, my brother.
So love and light,
Yeah, man.
love and
Respect.
light is what I share to the people.
All right.
Give thanks.
Jah bless.
Love, my brother. Peace. This one's called Wake Up. Levez-vous. Check out these sleepy heads. Warning signs, he's already up ahead. Come on, get going, no leaving daytime. Sunshine, on time, shouldn't be in bed. Begin your journey instead. What a blessed place, 'cause it's sun and rain. Beauty surrounding I in the heights and the plains. With the rivers, valleys, springs and water lakes, majestic mountains. What is to complain? A gift we just can't exchange. We should awaken just the same. Wake up from your dream, seems you're still sleeping. Shake up from this thing, clock keeps on ticking. Wake up from your dream, seems you're still sleeping. I'm begging you to wake up, shake up. Ooh, you know, another one of the team. Wake up from your sleep and your slumber.